We are rushing to wherever this little path goes.
There's no proper directions, it's proper feel.
Yeah, you could just go in circles.
Yeah, and then if you don't have the light or your light go off, you pretty much just blind.
We're Oth and Mark. We're mid-career professionals who did the unthinkable and quit our very nice jobs in America to travel the world. We don't know what the future holds, but knew that this adventure that we're on could not wait any longer.
Hello, this week we are just north of Chiang Mai, the popular city in Thailand, and we're in a region called Mae Hong Son. And there is a loop, and we are driving all around the loop.
It's a road trip with countless stops and detours along the way. You can really make the experience your own.
We are gonna basically now we're gonna start driving for real.
But not before we have lunch at this Michelin star restaurant?
That's where the magic sauce happens. The kitchen, the old school kitchen.
ไม่ใช่นะ
เข้าใจครับ
อันนั้นคุณแม่
ครับคุณแม่ So it's probably one of the best cow soy.
It does look like it's getting like way more popular. Just when we arrived, somebody was getting out their Grab.
They still try to preserve where it started at, like someone else's house. Yep. You can still feel the mom and pop and the quick serving too.
A little bit of fried noodle. It's really good.
The recipe was perfect. It was just missing something.
See, there's more traditional, less sweet. So let me put another. Sprinkle some sugar in it. Kind of fun. We have the cow soy, the noodle, soup, and the chicken. And then chase it with pickled cabbage. And you get the savory sweetness of cow soy, and then you get the briny, punchy of the pickle, kind of enhance the experience so that each bite is a different bite. Now we're gonna start driving for real. Here's our motorcycle.
And there are 2 people on it.
I know, it's gonna be supposed to be 3-hour drive, but it's gonna be 4.5, 5-hour drive with motorcycle.
So this is new to us. So we'll have one backpack. I'll have one backpack here. Oth will have one at the front of the bike. And yeah.
We have driven now for an hour and probably 15 minutes.
What's your experience been driving up?
I think it's definitely up, not down, not flat. I can see gradually we going up and up, but it's not as curvy as I thought. Waterfall, Mokpa Waterfall. Let's check it out quickly.
Mokpa Waterfall is just on the way to PAI.
So we are on the trail to the waterfall. The trail shouldn't be that long, and you're supposed to see the waterfall, but it's a dry season, so I'm not sure what else we're gonna see. Probably the best time to come, probably like October, November, when it's after the raining season.
We were in northern Thailand, not only in the dry season, but also the burning season. Where there is smoke, there must be fire. But I didn't understand how these fires occurred every year, or the controversy and complexity surrounding them.
You can hear the sound of the waterfall. It is actually quite nice. The refreshing, it's cooling. Yeah, so we want to get to PAI before sunset because the last thing we do on road trip is to drive in a foreign country that you don't know in the dark.
We would never do that.
Yeah, this is like basically all we're seeing right now is this dirt road in the mountains.
So, would we be able to follow our advice this time?
So we're just gonna take some photo, enjoy the view.
Chiang Mai and PAI are two of the 4 bigger cities that form the backbone of the Mae Hong Son Loop, which is more than 600 kilometers long. The other 2 are Mae Hong Son and Mae Sarang.
We're here at some kind of witch's cafe.
Spooky witches. Ooh. Spooky, spooky. But it's kind of well decorated. All the drink we have so far tastes delicious to us. It could be because, and honestly, maybe because we are hot and dehydrated. And then so we're gonna continue onward to the next stop.
But not before we make our own potion.
We are taking all the ice from the different drinks we had here at the Witch's Cafe. And then we got 2 bottles of water. And if you want to keep some water cold, this is how you do it. We just officially passed into the Mae Hong Son region, and we are getting way closer to PAI. We are also getting higher into the mountains, and it's getting towards sunset. We just entered into PAI municipality. The city is not too far from here, and it's just really kind of serene. It kind of is nice how the river like curves back into the hills and it kind of vanishes back there.
Part of the fun of road trip is that if we see any fun stop, we're just gonna make a quick stop and see and experience for ourselves.
That does not keep the sun from setting on time though, or night emerging. And we still had one stop that I'm so glad we didn't miss.
We are rushing to wherever this little path goes because we are assuming that there will be a sunset. Oh, it's beautiful. It has these ridges that kind of meander through the woods.
We go to some ridges that have no people. It's a little bit slippery, but YOLO. It's a canyon. It's created a mini canyon along these trees, and you are basically above the trees, and you see the mountain backdrop. It's beautiful. We just experienced PAI Canyon. We have little expectation. I heard about it, but I don't know what exactly it is. But it is, I mean, spectacular, and the sun.
Yeah, we missed the sunset, but we still had the sunset lighting, so that's good enough.
Hiking back, it was getting darker, but a few minutes of driving in the dark wouldn't be so bad.
Cute little guest house. I think it's about $24. Little swan love.
It's
Very juicy, breezy.
very rustic.
I know, countryside, home style.
Bucolic. But the city is in walking distance. The sun's been up for a couple of hours now, and Oth is not up yet, even though he's the one that recommended getting up at 7:30.
We just finished lunch, and we just basically just discussed what we're gonna plan to do today in PAI. So we have a few things to do today in PAI.
At first glance, PAI appears to be a city built around backpacking culture. When we first arrived, traditional Thai food seemed hard to find.
Like a lot of the town, or at least these 2 main streets, really cater toward like young backpackers who want to party.
Yeah, there's a bunch of young people that love to smoke joint.
But if you venture off a little ways, you start to get a glimpse of the original charm of this mountain town that drew in its first wave of travelers.
Driving uphill now, up to the viewpoint. You can see a little bit scooter.
Some fresh lychee that we stumbled upon, just growing randomly.
I never seen a lychee tree before. That's the first lychee tree I think. Yeah, it looked like a lychee tree, yes.
First one
I ever see in my life.
ever seen in your life?
Yeah,
Wow.
have you seen lychee tree?
No, but I didn't grow up here.
No one grew up here seen lychee tree.
We are imagining that this is another viewpoint in the area. It's right across from the other one where we just were at. So not too far out of the center of PAI is this lookout. It's the Yun Lai viewpoint. There are actually a couple of places up here. We just wanted the scenery, so we came to this one, which seems to have the best views. If you want kind of a chillaxing day, there's another one just across that has a swimming pool, and it's kind of decked out in all these decorations and flowers and plants.
It's really a matter of what kind of experience you want to have.
And there is, I love pie. So which one is your favorite? I love kisses. Oh,
Very happy.
So it's smoky season. Yep, you can see the smoke, thickness of the smoke. So pretty behind this mountain, there will be a few smoke right there. They're probably doing the burning right now.
And as you go into the mountains, you start to see evidence of what they're talking about in the city, of farmers that are up in the hills and mountains. Their farming practices have them doing an annual burning. Wow, oh my God. You might be wondering where we are. We're at one of PAI's signature local temples. It is called Wat Nam Hu.
We passed it on our way up to the viewpoint.
They're like, gesture. Because we are giving them food, they associate human with food. You can order school fish. Just
That is crazy. Clearly there's a tradition here of feeding fish.
For good luck, prosperity. Everything is for prosperity, good luck, and charity.
Yes. Taking care of living beings.
Yes. It's fish food. Look, ready? You're gonna see them.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Wat Nam Hu is several centuries old and is perhaps best known for a sacred Buddha statue held at the temple grounds.
And I read a little bit about the Buddha that they have housed here. I guess at one point that they tried to move the Buddha.
But the statue became inexplicably heavy.
The thing that they tried to move him with broke, and so they had to return the statue to Wat Nam Hu. And they view this as a miracle because the Buddha is here in his rightful place.
PAI has undergone a lot of changes since then, from a small, remote mountain town to a bustling international tourist hub.
They really like tubing, tipsy tubing.
Octopus. Okay, we have some elephant tattoos here.
But I like to think that PAI is a little bit like the Buddha, that could not be moved. In spite of all the ways the town has changed, the underlying heart has stayed the same.
There's your staple cow soy. Yeah, this is more traditional Thai. Yeah, this is funny because I think they actually have more options than they did yesterday. I think some of these vendors just kind of, yeah, were closed yesterday. We just found this like dish that we love that is Thai. What is it? Khanom
Jeep. Yep, so the rain just comes suddenly. It's like pretty scattered thunderstorm or something. And here we are sitting on 7-Eleven sidewalk. Mark eating yum now.
But this is a road trip, and the next day we continue north. Actually, so far north, it's off our little map, and we begin to understand how many different people live in northern Thailand and how far back their history goes.
4 families?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Looks like we have arrived.
We are heading into the cave with a guide. Oh, additional guide who's coming with us as well.
It's dark enough in there, even like midday, that they have to bring a lantern in there.
Spooky okay.
So I can't tell what is a bat and what is a bird. Yeah, it's getting darker now, so definitely good to have some light.
It's getting darker and darker. And you can see that's our source of light. And over there is our entrance. Back in the day when I did it. Oh, and then I somehow went to raining season. Because when you're young, you don't think about raining season or dry season. You just do whatever is available.
What's he saying?
21 meter the height.
Yeah, it is hard to even see the ceiling in here.
So me and my friend just basically rented a flashlight. That's it. In raining season, there's water. Not water, it's like it's slippery. And then you sometimes slide. It's a bit sandal. Oh.
You have to watch your footing.
And we almost, I almost fell off the cliff because we couldn't see properly. But yeah, somehow the instinct kicked in. Do a tiny way.
ตรงนี้ก็จะเป็นภาพเขียน
อ๋อภาพเขียน
ตรงนี้นะครับตรงนี้เลย
A deer and an arrow and the sun was probably drawn around 2,000 to 3,000 years ago. It is amazing to think about like people meandering these caves even like thousands of years ago.
โอ้โหครับ Yeah, you can see the drip on this there.
One of the interesting things in this third cave is that somewhere around here they discovered some prehistoric coffins.
So yeah, our third cave.
And a word described for ancient coffin found in cave in Hill Creek. Could be age of 2,400 to 1,000 years ago.
ส่วนมากจะเป็นไม้สักหมดเลยครับ
Okay.
รูปถ้ำเลยครับรูปถ้ำที่อาศัยอยู่ในถ้ำเขาเรียกว่าผีแมน
Oh, people that live in the cave, Pime. Like the ghost that lives in the cave, Pime.
Pime is the ghost.
Yeah. P is ghost. That's another one.
Oh, yeah.
เขาจะเป็นครอบครัว
ครอบครัว
4 families.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I came out of this cave a little spooked and a little sentimental. Bats, ancient coffins, the talk of ghosts, all could creep you out. But it could also touch your heart, because the past has a way of reaching into the present, even if we don't have all the details. It makes you realize, in a more fundamental way, that all who have come before have somehow made us who we are today. But we do need to get on our way. We're headed toward Ban Rak Thai, and it's still a little ways away, so we are going to go ahead and get started.
Click like and subscribe to experience the world with us. We are now at PAI in Thailand, and this is just the beginning of our adventure.